Hello there, my cosmic kittens and planetary puppies of those who identify with the divine masculine. But remember, always energy, never gender. We have the super moon coming up here in Sagittarius, and it's squaring off with an awful lot of signs of planets when it hits that full moon pinnacle. A lot of intuitives and sensitives have already been picking this up as early as last week. A lot of epiphanies, deep feeling emotions coming out, and everybody going down. There were two things that happened over the weekend for those of you that fall into that category, which I feel is a lot of people. You know, I feel like it's, if we did a percentage in the collective, it'd be 70-30. So 30%, it hasn't hit yet, but 70% it did. That's how awake we are. Spirit ain't messing around. The universe is not messing around. It doesn't matter what you believe in. It's all energies, okay? Two things are happening. A lot of people, some people on the spectrum have went down, pulled within, went hermit mode, isolating, not really on social media, just kind of staying back and focusing and just, dealing with what's coming up, how they were feeling, a lot of heaviness there. But then there was exhaustion there. So sleeping over a period of days, like I keep falling asleep, and then now it's like with that sleeping and kind of a cocooning time, like a chrysalis state or chrysalis, I always pronounce it wrong. It seems like now there's this emerging and this acceptance and this weight off of us. And on the other end of the spectrum, there were people that full blown went into escape mode, distraction mode. I can't, nope, here comes the heaviness, I don't want to feel this, I'm out. Overworking, keeping yourself so busy that when you go to bed, you just pass out from exhaustion, so you don't start thinking or feeling. Distracting yourself with outside influences, social media, games, events, people. Okay. And the thing is, if you fall in that category, if you've been keeping yourself so busy, you can't deal with whatever this is, I don't want to feel that. Nobody wants to feel that. But it keeps coming back for a reason. It's like, dude, you got to feel it so it can go away. There's something you need to see here. It's a particular theme for everybody. Take a resonance, pitch out the rest, guys, as we get started here. Okay? This full moon is literally shining light. Now, like I said, for those of you who've been in escape mode, just don't want to feel it. There's no shame in admitting it. Okay, we've all done it. Okay. But I will tell you this. Spirit is coming in like a freaking boss to cut out all. You can't run from you. You know that saying? What is it? Wherever you are, there you'll be. I think something like that. The thing is, no matter how far you run, you always come back to yourself. You're always there. And for the divine masculine, this message is coming through very strong. There's two messages coming very strongly through. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to repeat. You need you right now. It's like your soul's like, you need to pay attention here, please. It's affecting your health, and maybe you've been ignoring that too. Oh, I'll just pop some ibuprofen, or I'll do this or that, and it'll be fine. But the thing is, it's all the stuff that you're not allowing to release and face that's causing it's starting to build up in your body. We do know stress comes out in the body as cortisol, and it just causes inflammation and joint pain and all sorts of crap. But there's this very strong message. You need you right now. You need to put the focus on you. You need to give some love to you and attention to you over this coming week, okay? The other message is a song. Okay, and this might trigger some of you watching this. Help by the Beatles. And there's the one, it's the ending part of the song. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Help me if you can. Oh, wait. I do appreciate you being around. So won't you please help me. Ooh, yeah. Go read the lyrics. Okay. All right, Spirit wants me to move along, so let's go. Divine masculine for this week. Remember, these are all energies, not gender. We're reading the Lenormand, not the tarot, and I never read it traditionally anyway. Okay. Remember what I was just saying about escaping. They actually put it in here. Okay, so you're moving on up. Everybody's being lifted up, okay? Epiphanies, realizations of maybe past behavior patterns or past belief systems. Just they're falling apart, shattering. You can't, once it pops up, you can't unsee that. So that's a lot of drive for some of you that are escaping outside. I can't let that go. Okay, it could be a job path. It could be love. Like, you know, maybe you found out what you were actually chasing and why all those relationships failed. The common theme there. It's like epiphany, and you're like, you know. And it could take you down. Okay? So with the epiphanies, there's endings. Okay? Tower with the coffin. Okay? For some of you, it could possibly be a career path. Okay? The endings are happening. Okay? The end of the old. Okay? The end, but now it's more focusing on here. This needs to be, I mean, we may be woke, super consciously, but the conscious mind is just, it seems like it's just dumping all past emotional triggers to what's happening right now. Another thing that's been happening is new things are coming in, new people, new opportunities, and people are, you know, as much as we wish for that one person or that one, like, you know, lucky break, and then we get it, and people are sphincter clenching around the world. You can hear it screaming, and they're not doing it. They're just frozen, coming up with excuses why they can't do that. Well, no, it's all right. Part of it is the disappointment factor, not trusting it. But really, what are you not trusting? You to make the right decision. This is why Spirit is pulling all this crap out of, up and out. Literally up, out. This is why you need to sit down. This is why you need to take the time. In fact, Spirit is going to be quieting the mice. Okay, and the mice are with the coffin is, could be it's two things, sorry. Take what resonates, okay. The end of mind spinning, but also blockages being removed, keeping an ending from happening. Okay, and if you're part of the blockage, something's going to end. Something is going to shift there in a big way. It's like a big boulder. Everybody's using little tiny crowbars trying to move it. And then somebody, all of a sudden, here comes these mice driving this like front loader and goes, pfft. No more excuses. It's done. You know. But it's not a bad thing. We'll see the tower with the rider in the garden coming in. Attached to this, there is solid movement forward, but this has to end. All these outside influences, you know what you have to do. It's okay to prioritize yourself right now. Mentally, physically, spiritually. A lot of people are like, oh, I should meditate. I never meditate. I know I need to. Over and over. You need to. Spirit's trying to get everybody to just, it's not so, it's kind of like they want you in mental lockdown. It's like, you need to be here. Okay? You're going to have assistance, though, Spirit says. Now, for some of you, you're going to actually get like messages or confirmations, like solid in the physical plane, about moving on, moving forward. Okay? This is something amazing. Okay? For some of you, we have the tower with the rider and the garden. Okay? The rider represents a surprise visit or messenger. Okay? Mercury, very strongly placed here. For others, you may have an invitation that is gonna you weren't expecting, that's going to connect you with a lot of people in a field that you kind of looked at but weren't sure about, and Spirit's going to be basically placing you right smack in there to go, here you go. Opportunities are coming in the most surprising ways. Maybe you've been isolating, okay? That's just for some of you who've been in healing mode, or maybe staying stuck. It's like, okay, now I'm healed. I don't really want to go out there because, you know, I'm just, Spirit's going to get you out this week. Okay, invitations, social events, okay, or maybe just hanging out with friends. Maybe you haven't been out with them for a while. Spirit's going to send the right people this week to you to invite you out. People have good vibes. People are chill. No drama. You don't need all that. You don't need all the extras. You just need to be somewhere where you can feel comfortable, feel safe when you're hanging out. Like, no nerve-wracking energies, toxic people. And they're coming in. Spirit's sending these people in as an alternate for some of you from who you've been hanging out. Distraction, escapism, okay? Now, for some of you, you're going to find out some information's coming in for most of the Divine Masculine. Now, some of it's going to be about you, more epiphanies. For those of you who haven't really got those, oh my God, I would have never in a million years thought that that's why X, Y, Z. And it's going to be very monumental, okay? But for others, you're going to be finding out some little bit of things that have been kept from you. Maybe you watch psychics on YouTube, or maybe you pull cards for yourself and you keep seeing these things coming in, but yet you're not seeing them in the physical plane. I feel like the answers are coming, and they're going to be coming through people, okay? You're going to find out why. Maybe you're waiting, maybe somebody was supposed to come forward or something, and it never happened, so you moved on, started doing other stuff, and all of a sudden this person starts talking to you and goes, oh my God, this happened to me. And you're going to find out why they didn't approach when Spirit had. They were just giving you a heads up. Okay, so you might want to look back at that reading. I don't know who this is for. Okay, because you'll see that there's a timing there. They weren't saying it was going to happen right then or that week or that month, but they were saying it's happening. But you also, if you can look back at that reading, some people write them down, some people record them. You may also want to look at it again, because the answer was there, why they weren't, there was delays there, okay. So, for others, sometimes epiphanies and aha moments can come through somebody else's experiences, okay? We have the writer with the book, and the gentleman, okay? That's the vibe of the Divine Masculine, okay? So some of you are going to be like hit with some epiphanies through someone in the physical plane, a conversation that you're going to have. Maybe it's something, for some of you, it's a secret you've been keeping, and somebody's going to come forward and say, it's time to quit keeping this to yourself and approach or release or reveal, Is something about the time has come. Maybe you have a secret crush, or maybe you've been harboring desire to go in a completely different career direction, but you've been keeping that to yourself. But your one friend, there's always that one friend that knows everything, right? Knows all. Nobody else does. And now it's time. Okay. And that's going to come in. That's going to be your confirmation. It is time. Okay, we have the garden with the anchor and the birds. So there's a lot of more communication, signs. Okay, the garden is about getting outside. Like in Arizona, it's kind of hot. Thank God we have the lake, but still, it can be too hot to actually go do things. But there are places you can go there inside. Libraries, nobody goes there anymore. Oh my God. Anyway, it talks about communication. Remember what I was saying about maybe getting invitations from safe people where you feel safe. For some reason, that's a big message for the Divine Masculine this coming week with this full moon. Feeling safe and secure, feeling like you're just chilling. There's no anxiety. There's no nothing. With the birds, definitely assured. We're seeing this, Spirit's flying that in. And the garden represents a place where, you could hang out. Back in Victorian times, the garden was the place you went instead of the club. You know what I mean? Unless it was a speakeasy. That was a whole other different crowd, though. But this is where people dressed up to network or, just meet other people, or be seen, or maybe by a potential partner. But it just also has the garden has this vibe of growth, beauty, like Eden. Like feeling that. There's something beautiful coming out of this for some of you. Okay, we're going to get the tarot. Tarot's going to spin it for, if I put this right, that would help. All right, we're going to get the tarot dice out here in a minute. The coffin, the book, and the anchor together. So the main energy is coming as endings. And some of you are going to find out some information about the endings and why it has to end for some of you and why it ended for others, okay? some of you, I feel like just heard they'll be closing the book on something. Finally, closing that chapter up, putting that book in storage, and moving on. Okay, moving on to what makes you feel safe and secure. You're not you know that anchor is yours. You can, weigh anchor, or you can like go to another port. It's almost like a sense of adventurous. Finally going, you know what? I'm done with that, or I'm done with that, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm just gonna do it. I feel the energy coming in more or less towards the end of the week here too. Okay, so here's the thing. We have the mice with the gentleman and the birds, divine masculine. Okay, so all that, like mind spinning. The mice also represent anxiety, stress, constant thoughts. That spinning I talk about a lot. Only because it happens to me a lot. So anyway, that spinning mind looks like it's being laid to rest as the thoughts in your mind that you're not talking about with others, even people close to you. Okay, I feel like they're going to come out in conversations around you, mirroring those thoughts, but giving you a different spin on it, to the point where it's going to, wait a minute. Okay, let's get the dice up for you guys. This week's a lot about self-healing. But then on the other side, there's new stuff coming in, 4, 6, 8. 8 of Cups. Moving on. That coffin with the book and the anchor. Moving on. This is a huge energy of movement for all of the divine masculine, no matter where you are, okay, in the cycles here. Yep, the moon. Can't make it up. There's the moon right there. Guiding the way. Lighting the way. It's like for quite a few of you, the Chariot. Okay, so for quite a few of you, if you have been on hold about moving forward, leaving something or someone behind, even though it's like it's been too much, maybe there was too much drama, too much trouble, or potential for trouble, Spirit's definitely going to show you that it is safe for you to go ahead and go. For some of you, you might not know, like it's like you got to go, but you didn't sit down and plan out what your next step's going to be. And you've just been kind of just running around like escapism, focusing on other things. Spirit is going to light that path up like a boss for you. See, here it is. And go, that's what I feel. And then we have the Chariot. You definitely are on the move. That moon is basically lighting up the path for you to move forward. There's no more stalling, no more escaping. It's Spirit's making this happen. Yes, I believe in free will. But there's too much that's been coming up. Too many things that we have seen we can't unseen, especially thoughts. Okay? And if you notice, we're feeling more. Even though for most of us lately, especially with this moon influence and all the crap that's been going on cosmically, we've been, it's been downer energy too. However, the Spirit says that has to be released. You need it. All you have to do really is follow your heart. There's some things that's tough to swallow, or admitting to ourselves mistakes we made in the past, and how that past, something from decades ago, influencing you right now. And maybe you can't understand why you don't have the enthusiasm, the passion, or the fire anymore for things. And you're like, I can't quit. And you're fighting through it so hard. And the biggest thing we don't want to admit to ourselves as humans is, I give up. I'm giving up. I just don't care anymore. I'm tired. But Spirit's about to light the way. And that's why all these things are coming up. We direct our path. We choose. Sometimes, though, it can be very overwhelming and hard. A lot of us have been standing still. We're kind of stuck like the deer in headlights. We cannot move out of fear, out of this energy. Okay? And that's represented by that King of Pentacles in reverse. No, not feeling grounded, just feeling the opposite. Like we don't feel so safe and secure right now, especially emotionally. But also, again, I'll reiterate about the health. It's affecting a lot of people's health because they're not We don't want to carry that. I don't care how old you are. We're too young for this shit, okay? And here, but then to back that up, we have the Six of Wands. Okay? So this moving forward is going to flip that King of Pentacles in the upright. Feeling stronger, feeling like more secure, financially, physically, mentally, okay? And then the Rider bringing in the people that drive truly jive with your vibe. They're not downer energies and stuff. It's like lighting the fires. The Six of Wands is about homecoming, feeling home. The anchor, that's referenced in there a lot. The coffin, the book, and the anchor, you know, like the secret to what really makes you feel safe and secure in your own sense of self, okay? And it's about being appreciated, being around people who appreciate you, who truly are grateful for you being present, and not for what you have or what you do for a living, but simply just because you're beautiful you. You may not be feeling that right now. And maybe some of you go, well, where are those people? Oh my God, that'd be so awesome. They're coming. They're coming. For some of you, you may have put off going towards people like that. These people that maybe you've been watching and you haven't reached out, it's like awkward, for whatever reason. They're ready. They're waiting for you, especially if they're intuitives. You know, and I think you're going to be very surprised at how you are going to feel just talking to them, just engaging with them, even for a few minutes. There is a message coming through saying some of you may feel that you're not good enough, or maybe the lifestyle I've led, or you know, I'm leaving behind it. That doesn't matter to any new person. It doesn't, because remember, marrying, they're dealing with that too. You know, and they're like, I'm leaving that behind, and you know, we're still being a little, you know, kind of dodgy around each other. You know, some people just refuse to move forward because they feel that person's just too good for them in some way. I don't know who that's for. Thanks, Spirit. I'm going to pull some more of the dice. See if we got any other messages for those watching this. All right. Oh, Four of Wands, 11. Okay. Two of Wands, followed by Queen of Cups. Okay, for some of you, maybe some of this has to do with a particular person. I feel that you have not felt good enough with that King of Pentacles in reverse. There's been signs, there's been synchronicity. For some of you, this has been going on for a long time, okay? And Spirit's like, okay, enough. You know, maybe there are practical reasons why you haven't approached somebody, okay? I don't know who this is for, all right? But Spirit says that the time has come now, okay? And believe it or not, there are divine masculines that are my clients that have finally done that. And they go, oh my God, I could not. He goes, I just can't. I can't. Like, they're so humbled and grateful, you know, of finally reaching out to that person. They go, I cannot believe they were watching me too. I didn't know that, you know. So it's really interesting how the Spirit's kind of drawing us to certain people, okay? So in love, they're divine masculine. This person's going to appreciate you for you. They don't care about that. They don't care about that King of Pentacles. They don't care about the money, okay? They don't care about what you have. They care about you, what you're bringing forward, your personality, how you smile, you know, who you are around them, you know, how you laugh, just little things, you know. This is someone who will appreciate you, your soul, your person, who you really are, without all the other crap. I don't know who that's for, okay? And when you meet them, it's going to hit you. It's going to light your fire. Now, Spirit said some of you already know that as soon as you meet that person, you know it's on like Donkey Kong. So you have been avoiding that because you know that's it. I'm not ready. Spirit said, oh, you're on your way. You're on your way. Okay? And you're going to feel that. There's going to be a sign. There's going to be something. And you're going to go, that'll be the thing. Boom. Off you go. Okay. Now the Two of Wands, okay, and I have to read these together. The Four of Wands with the Two of Wands. Remember, these are energies, not gender. Don't correct me. Okay. All right, not gender. I mean, tarot. Sorry. I got spirit talking in one ear, and I'm trying to make sure that that's clear in the other. Four of Wands with the Two of Wands together. The Four of Wands energy is of your cosmic counterpart, whatever you want to call it. They've just ripped up that twin flame thing into something. I have no idea what the heck they're talking about over there. Your divine counterpart, your equal, okay? And the Two of Wands in traditional, he's holding one, he's chosen one wand. There's a wand sitting over here. It's all old and raggedy. And he's holding a new wand here. And then he's got the world in his hand. He's like, I know what I want for me. Where do I want to go next? You can go anywhere you want. There's this enthusiasm, like excitement, like I just heard Christopher Columbus type, let's go explore, you know, and it's about making that decision, feeling very confident. You know what? I can do this. I'm good. You know, I can't articulate it. And it all has to do with someone that embodies the Queen of Cups energy. Could possibly be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could be Venus placements. All right. This person, sorry, Spirit, there's two things it says. One said the one you're going to meet, the one that you're about to reach out to. Okay, so take either one. Okay, is going to inspire. It's going to confirm your feeling of them being your divine counterpart. And yes, okay, I grabbed my wand, we're out the door. And this time, the choice is easy. You're like, I choose me and the Queen of Cups. This person is very emotionally supportive. Emotionally strong. This is a mature queen. As far as emotions go, they've been through the ringer already, and their kindness and compassion is what really lights your fire. Their honesty, their pure of heart. Okay. I don't know who that's for. That is, thanks, Spirit. Boy, that moon. I'm telling you guys. All right. I'm going to pull from the Whispers of Love for your Oracle. Thank you for your patience through all that. I hope it did help. You know, if you do need to contact me, you know, just to ask a question or two or get a reading, down below in the description box where you find everything you need and where I'm at on social media. Back to what you love, reevaluating your desires. What was I saying? Reevaluating your desires. The things that, you know, you used to love, it's just like you're almost forcing yourself to do it because you're just not feeling it. It's time to be honest and quit running away from that and sit down and be honest with yourself. Maybe I just need a new direction. There's nothing wrong with that. You can go back to that, or it can still be there. You know what I mean? But you need to open up and consider, maybe, you know, maybe it's in a box and you need to open that box, and maybe there's extensions out from whatever that you used to feel that flaming desire for. Okay. Spirit says that's why this is going to be hitting you a little harder this week, because Spirit is taking away all the distractions so you can sit down. You need to reevaluate that. You cannot manifest what your soul's wanting if you're still locked into you're keeping something old in the way of the new coming in, okay? All right, Spirit. Spirit, for the Divine Masculine, please and thank you. And they need to hear. Whoa! Okay. Okay. Listen with your heart. You are listening, but need to hear with a loving heart. And that's one of the energies also I was picking up. It's about, you know, interacting with people who are, you know, like say not toxic, no have issues, no drama. They're their beautiful selves, and allowing your heart to get involved in those conversations. I don't mean falling in love with every single person you're talking to that feels good, but it's just allowing your heart to listen and get excited when they're getting excited. It's like getting involved here, you know, compassion, happiness, joy, peace, you know, And that will clear the mind. Sometimes we don't hear as well because we're preparing what we're going to say. They hit on something, they're talking, and in your head, you're going, okay, I want to blah, blah, blah. I'm going to say this when they're done. But we miss like a gap, right? So this is about, when you're listening with your heart, the brain kind of gets very quiet so you can actually hear, and you'll be surprised what you're going to pick up here too, okay? New friendships, new people that jive with your vibe. Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. And it starts with you. They're divine masculine. Okay? You have to be, I know I'm going to quote this, but you have to be the change you want. It starts and ends with you. Wherever you are, there you are. Wherever you go, there you are. Have faith. Trust your faith. Trust your faith in this situation. Consider your foundation. Look how committed you are to love. They're divine masculine, okay? Escaping, running away, thinking you're not good enough, or maybe you have a lot of other stuff going. Maybe you just ended something, it's not quite finished yet, and you're like, I just need to get that gone before I move forward. But the Spirit says, is that really, really uber true, or is it an excuse? Okay? Keep the mind clear. Keep the mind clear. These are personal messages for you, divine masculine. Regard your failure as a means to strengthen your character. We all make bad choices, but in the moment that we make those choices at the time, regardless of our state of minds, we did what we felt. We made a decision that we felt was best, whether it was for someone else or us, okay? It's time to let that go and move forward. What was I saying about the past holding a lot of people back? But I used to do this, and I was really like, everybody's got a story. They're not so proud of everybody. Okay. No time to wimp out. The situation you're in requires for you to take charge. Okay? Which we've been talking about. So whoever that hit, that's for you. Okay, it's time. It's time. Spirit is definitely with that rider energy coming in with Mercury. Very strong. I also feel a supportive energy. I think they're saying Aquarius coming in to support you to have everything you need to handle this and get the coffin, the ending. Okay. With the mice, you're going to have help. Any blockages or anything that's been holding back something you're trying to wrap up, going, it's not me. It's not me. Quit looking at me. You're getting help coming in. From the most surprising story, it's going to blow your mind. You're like, nobody's going to be able to fix this. This has just gone beyond like crazy. And then all of a sudden something happens. You're like, what? That's Spirit. Okay. It's like, okay, you can go now. All right. By thinking something is so, it becomes so. Watch your thoughts. This is why meditation's helping. They're trying to get everybody not to focus because that energy is going out there. It's either creating more blockages or it's inviting more, matching yuck, freak out energy. And I can only pick it up like that, sorry. Okay, one more. An obstacle can be an opportunity in disguise. Okay. And Spirit's going to let you see that because... some of the things that have not been moving out of your way so you can, but I need this to wrap up so I can go be free, so I can go meet new people or this person, or I can get involved in this and that. Yes, Spirit understands that. And Spirit says now's the time you're going to see the shift in movements. Last message, guys. Sorry. Your prayers are heard. They just said even people who don't pray are like, please, you've been heard. Sometimes all you have to do is ask. It's as simple as that, regardless of your belief or non-belief system. Okay? And you're going to see stuff this week. There are divine masculines watching this. And if you want to tell me about it or talk about it, like I said, everything down below in the description box, so you can contact me, because it might get a little rough, but it's going to be over quicker than you think. So on that note, have a great week, and you got this. You deserve to be happy. You deserve love and all the bounty and treasures that are out there waiting for you.